I would rather just watch it.
I might have to.
Yo,
I'm getting it, bro. I'm getting it.
I need someone to clip out of this right now.
Yes, sir. You know the fucking vibes. The NYCFC Forever podcast is back. And what a weekend New York City has had. Holy shit. Shouts to the Knicks. Shouts to NYCFC. Mets, Yankees. Son, if you're a sports fan, what a time to be from New York, bro. Sanchez, what up?
Listen, Papi. Right now, New York City.
Talk about it.
The capital of the sports world once again.
Oh my God.
In America, every big headline in sports revolves something New York City related.
Yes. Yes.
The Subway Series, Juan Soto coming back to the Yankee Stadium for the first time.
That was hilarious, yo.
Getting the booed
Hell
out
yeah.
the building.
Somebody said go back to Queens. That shit had me dying, yo.
I heard that too. That was hilarious.
Go back to Queens.
I was like, what Queens do to y'all?
They took Soto. That's what they did.
Like,
he was tight, bro.
Yeah, but yo, he sold the curtain call and everything.
Nah,
like he's
he
getting
did, he
food.
did,
He's
he
like,
did,
damn,
yeah.
he's turning full heel right here.
Yep.
You know,
Accept it, man.
He looks miserable though. He looks miserable.
I'm
Like,
mad.
he looks miserable. He hated.
Got mad money, bro. How can you be miserable with all that money, yo?
Because he knows he ain't winning shit.
You got the
What up,
Knicks.
guys?
What's up, Yousef? We got the Knicks going to the first Eastern Conference Finals since the year 2000, bro. 2000.
Son, I was a freshman in high school. Yeah. Yousef was 2000. You was 9?
The last time we made it to the Eastern Conference,
probably 9 or 10.
I was technically
8?
9. I was gonna be 10 later on in that year.
That's crazy.
Spring of 2000, I was in 8th grade. Spring of 2000.
Yeah. He was out here just
You know what I mean?
living life like children, playing Pokemon.
Nah, bro, this shit is
cutting school. Here we are cutting school to go to like Times Square and by the Garden for this time of year for the playoffs, and like just to be around the area with like illegal BB guns on me.
Oh no!
Like,
oh wow!
Run around with pellet guns.
I had to bring out the flat brim and bring out some flat brim stories and shit. You know what I mean?
Shit, my man said the BB guns on Times Square. You remember Times Square back then, yo?
Your brim, bro. For those that are not watching,
that Sanchez is the flattest brim.
That shit's been like between two textbooks, bro.
So
it has to be like from Joe Budden's
early days
closet.
Bro, this is I have I don't want to say it's not a shoebox. I have a box. I don't want to flex from what kind of name brand it is, but it's a box that I have all my flat brims in that box. In
one of them boxes the Hasidics got? The Hasidics Jewish guys? You see those shits?
Yeah, the big joints. They look like big cowboy hat boxes. Yeah. They look like, the cymbal bags for drummers.
Those are custom made for their hats,
the leather shit.
Yeah.
Those shit's wild heavy, dog.
I brought the Knicks hat. I was like, you know what?
This shit is. They don't even make that hat no more. I went around to
that logo.
It's a Mitchell and Ness.
Bro, I went around. When was it? After game 3, I was like, I need a new fitted, and I went around looking for Knicks fitted.
Yeah,
bro. First of all, what Sanchez just did with his hat, my man might as well just go in a stoop real quick.
Yeah.
But two-step, my drink.
Yeah. Yo, no lids.
What Yousef said? He sells nickels. Not even nick.
Not even a nick, bro. He's selling nickels.
He's selling nickels, yo.
But nobody has a good Knicks fitted on shelves. Like, and it wasn't even like they were selling out. They were just like, no, we don't have them. We got to go online. I'm like, yo,
you might have some luck at the Garden store. To be fair, the Garden store for the Knicks be having a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
That's where I copped this. I copped the last whatever amount of times we've gone to the playoffs.
Yeah, the Knicks store be having.
I think it's been the third. This might be our 3rd year. I've gotten the Knicks playoff hat.
I'll be right back, fellas. I'll be right back. I'm about to bring some Knick memorabilia.
This man. So no, but yo, I was going because I want me. And I wear fitted. I wear fitteds. That just roasted me every single time because there's another team that he doesn't like. The dude had the nerve, bro, to tell me, "Oh, we have snapbacks." I'm like, bro, I wear a size 7 and 7/8.
Oh my god!
Satin.
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen! If you just listening to the podcast, Sanchez walked off set, came back with a satin Knicks jacket with the logo from the 70s, bro.
Starter jacket,
1973 logo, I think.
1971 right here.
1971. That's the year we won the championship.
Clyde Frazier,
we won that jacket. 73.
He wore that jacket. Clyde wore that jacket.
This is one of my that jacket. Gave this jacket to Sanchez, bro.
This is one of my prized possessions
in 1972. He gave it to Sanchez.
It's sports clothing. You see me wearing this jacket on the street is because
you sell the Knicks again.
The Knicks is up again. This when it comes out when the Knicks are up right now. You know what I mean?
Fire jacket, though, bro.
I would see how long I could wear this before I die.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's going to be hot. Right?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. The Knicks have the Knicks legit have the city feeling like it's so different. Again, you guys are older than I am, so you're at least conscious of like your friend talk around that time. I wasn't. So for my whole life, the Knicks has just been ass, except for the couple years that Melo made it to the playoffs, like 1, 2 most. So I don't know what it feels like to the city to be like behind the Knicks. Well, sorry, take that back. The city's always behind the Knicks. I don't know how this feeling of a good Knicks winning, I don't know how that feels like. So seeing how the city is completely just like, we don't give a it's all Knicks. There's no Nets fans coming out of woodworks. Nothing.
I feel like it's never really been Nets. Like, this is definitely a Knicks town, bro. Like, even when the Nets was in Jersey, it was just like, yeah, it was kind of a joke of a franchise type.
This is the one team that unites the whole city.
Unites, exactly.
I went out on Friday night. I said, you know what? I want to go out and watch the game.
Yeah, good.
With
good
the
for
people.
You, man. I'm glad you did.
People. You know, because I felt like
nervous.
I can't. The Knicks cannot go on this run and I not see it. I was like, you know what? The last game I didn't watch, we lost. The curse is over.
That's how I felt too, because I was on the same spot in the same couch, I had the same drink.
Yeah.
And we lost. I was like, all right, whatever.
It's a new streak now.
Yeah.
There you go.
New
you gotta watch every game.
Yeah, now you gotta watch every game.
Me and Yousef are making plans already for Wednesday night. About to bring on the ruckus. Protect your neck out there. You know what I mean?
Hold on, no, we got a match Wednesday? No, that's the following one.
No. Wednesday is game 1.
Game 1.
It could have been the MLS Cup on Wednesday. Me and Yousef
we're in Knicks
down to 34th Street. We're going to 34th Street. I'm gonna wear the Silky out there, bro. Like I might buy a do-rag right now.
If you wear a do-rag, you don't understand how many photos of this shit I'm gonna take.
You gotta get a white do-rag, bro.
If he pulls up in a do-rag, bro, I'm literally I'm selfing the whole. I'm a Facebook Live like a doña, bro.
Up there with here, not even down here, up here, all the way to the top of the hairline.
Let's fucking go, bro.
It's just crazy, bro. Because like, even like into the game, like my energy was like, I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was just death scrolling highlights. That's all I wanted to see. Just highlights. The fact that we just demolished, not even just like beat Boston. Put the brakes on them.
Put the brakes on them, yo.
Didn't get off the gas pedal. Just like foots to necks, bro. Just like, y'all gonna get eliminated right now.
At the end of
that, it felt so good. I was like, I yelled into a pillow, bro. That shit was.
At the end of the third quarter, I was like exhausted. I was like, we still have a whole quarter left of this.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you how abused I am, bro. The C's had a 4-point run, 6-point run, I think it was. I got nervous.
Oh no, 11
in the third quarter. No. It was in the third quarter towards the end. They scored like 4 or maybe 6. And I was like, it's over. Oh, we're up 30. We're up 36 right now, and they're gonna come back.
Oh, they did a 11-0 run. That run went into the fourth, bro. I'm telling you,
shit, bro.
It was 40 points wasn't enough. Like,
I got nervous,
it never felt enough, bro.
Yo, but Tibbs was like, 3 minutes left. Started staying in.
Nah,
He bugging the fuck
nah,
out.
Nobody's
it was
fucking
5
leaving.
minutes.
He was wilding. Yeah, 5 minutes.
You
Um,
could look at Rick
some of the
Brunson, bro.
excuses,
He was mad on the bench, like, yo, can we get these people out, man? Like, we have another
Out,
series
bro.
coming up. Like,
yeah, some of
PJ
this
Tucker came in. You knew
Yeah.
it was over when PJ Tucker came in. It was
I
like,
had to
damn,
wake up early Saturday morning. I had a long day. I had errands to run Saturday morning. So I was like, yo, I gotta go to sleep, man. I'm watching everything. Whoever followed me on Instagram saw like the unlimited posts.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, I posted a lot on Friday too,
bro, I was dancing, singing in the bar. It was crazy. So I get back to the crib. I'm like, yo, I need to go to sleep. So I turn everything off. I put my phone down finally, whatever. I'm just in the bed, darkness,
Just saying.
heaving, crying.
You ugly crying and shit, yo.
Ugly crying to myself, bro.
That's
Like,
fucking funny, yo.
like, is this really happening? Like,
this is real life, bro.
And
It's a big deal, man. It's a
I
big
asked you
deal.
guys in the chat, and you guys shot me down, right? And
what?
when I asked the question, it was like, "Is this what Rebels fans felt last year going to the MLS Cup? Like,
I didn't see
Oh
that.
no,
after eating so much shit for so many years
I
that they
didn't see
made it
that.
to the Cup, and y'all just poo-pooed me, bro."
No, I didn't
Nah.
see that. You know what? Like, I don't know. I probably told the story before on the pod, but when I was in college, I had I think it was either 5 roommates from Boston, yo. Like they violated. And you know, I went to college in the early aughts. So 04 already happened. So I was with them when 07 happened. I was with them when the Celtics went to the championships against the Lakers. When was that? 09, I think it was.
anything impossible, or
Anything was possible was 05, I want to say. I think
that was my first. No, anything's possible was 09. That was my
that
first.
was 09?
That was my first post of the evening.
That was a good one though. I did see that. I did see that.
Was
But
there
anyway, I hit them up. I waited because I was nervous the whole time. I wanted us to win, but come on, dog. We the Knicks, bro. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to wait till the job was done. Then once we won, I started talking my shit. And they had the excuse of, oh, you know, we got the injuries and we weren't shooting. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. But one of them said, this is how it felt in 04 when the Sox won the World Series. Like, it was that feeling because it was like, yo, 80-something years. And your team was just ass for years. And now it's like, okay. And I said, damn, I don't want to sympathize with the fucking Red Sox, but, you know.
Similar.
It's very similar, bro.
Fuck Boston on all fronts.
I said fuck Boston, but it's similar to the Cubbies too. The Cubbies wait almost 100 years, bro.
It's like Crystal Palace beating Man City.
Crystal Palace beating Man City. Wow.
He kept trying, all match, all day. He kept trying to shoehorn that in, and you could not break me, bro. He tried. I was on such a high, bro.
Throughout the day, I broke people because I was just like literally going up to anybody wearing Man City jersey, total strangers, and being like, "Yo, what was the City win?" They're like, "Nah, pass 1-0," and I was like, "Up the Palace,
up the Palace." I saw a post that made me do the Terry Henry the face. It said winning the FA Cup against Crystal Palace ain't for everybody, ain't for the blue side of Man City. I didn't know that Manchester United won against Crystal Palace for FA Cup, so that was a nice little jab on y'all's derby over there. So yeah, hell yeah.
It did not break me. That's how high my Knicks high was all day, bro. I didn't give two shits.
The theme at the tailgates was majority conversations was about the Knicks.
Good, man.
It wasn't about much else but the Knicks.
I was trying to get a New York go for like 30 minutes for people too drunk.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I tried starting a "Let's Go Knicks" chant at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Died out, and people literally looked at me like I had three heads. They were like, "Yo, we're at the NYCFC game,
bro."
And I was like,
and I have a little take on that later when we get into the match. Both more on the positive side, but like a little critical, but I'm gonna lean more onto the positive side as to that, like, because I kept thinking about that the whole time. I'm like, yo, I haven't heard like anything about the Knicks the whole fucking game. But nah, man, that
we needed a Nick in the stadium.
That would have been
NYCFC dropped the ball there.
yeah.
Yeah.
They brought out the Mets. Or who was it that they brought out? No, not the Mets.
Yeah.
Was it the Mets that they brought out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the screen or some shit like that. They showed
them. Got booed.
They got booed?
It was some cheers.
Bro, it's like half and half. Again, it's a split.
Yeah, they should have brought.
You know?
They should have brought one of the Knicks out. Any one of them.
Any
They're
one
too
of them.
busy partying with Chamalay. Nah, but it was a great time, man. It was like I'm hyped. I legit think we can make it to the finals, man.
I am not responsible for my actions that may occur on 34th Street and 7th Avenue on Wednesday evening if the Knicks win the first game.
Yeah. Home court advantage. We got home court advantage, bro.
Home court advantage, bro. Responsible.
Just saying.
Yo, on some funny shit to bring it back, because everything's wrestling, right? We've said this on the podcast. Everything is wrestling.
Just one.
Indiana. That's on Friday, bro. That's on Friday. I was there for that SmackDown. When Brunson and
LA Knight,
Tyrese, and Logan Paul, when they were goofing this shit. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up.
Didn't Halliburton break his finger that day or some shit when he was slamming? He
did?
True. Yeah.
Shit.
He banged on the like a wrestling nerd. He was banging on the staircase, and I think he had brass knuckles on, hurt his pinky or some shit. He hurt his hand that day.
He hurt his hand. That's crazy.
Yeah. If you rewatch it, you see him when they're in the ring cutting the promo. He's like checking on his hand. It's because he hurt his hand
up with the brass knuckles.
Like an idiot.
He had a cool fit on. He had like the Stone Cold shit going on. I don't know if you remember.
He's like a wrestling nerd.
He had the combat boot.
There was a clip of him. What was it? He was going into the tunnel, and there's why am I blanking on it? Booker T and his wife were like just chilling, and he literally passes. He's like turns around. He's like, "Holy shit! Oh my god!" And he like bows down. He's like, "The king and queen. How are you guys doing?" And he just goes into full kayfabe. So, hopefully Jalen Brunson comes in and just does some kind of stunner on him.
Boom! Excited for the Knicks this Wednesday, but this is a soccer podcast, guys.
Yes.
Obviously, this is the NYC. Oh shit, my mic. This is the NYCFC Football Podcast, and we had a derby this weekend. We played against the New Jersey Red Bulls. And
the Red Bulls,
guys, what a match that was, bro! I was not expecting that at all. Oh, there it is. Jackson's coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to the podcast, not watching, Sanchez now has his hat on to the side on some kid and play shit.
On some fucking back Dan, bro.
And that hat looking crazy. Is holding on to dear life. Fire, it just fell off. And he's taking off the satin jacket because I'm sure he is burning up.
You look like you're about to start a barbershop quartet on the train, bro. You know the old head dudes that just be like,
I feel like I need like a cigarette. Oh yeah, baby.
Whoa.
Let's go again.
So guys, let's talk about this tailgate pregame vibe because Hudson River Derby, that's one of the best rivalries in MLS. Some will even say the best rivalry in MLS.
Listen,
unfortunately, I was not able to go to the match. Due to family shit, but yeah, man, it looked like a good time. I saw all the photos, all the videos, and all that shit. So
tailgates are always dope, bro.
Let's recap.
Scorching heat. I did not think it was gonna be this hot. It was fucking blazing hip hop and R&B.
Out there?
Yeah, if you would have thought how the day had started weather-wise, that it was gonna end up the way it was very different from the morning to the afternoon. How
rainy and shit.
Yeah, dark, cloudy. But it was hot. It was such a beautiful weather. It was really nice weather. Weather-wise, it was perfect. Sun was blazing. Little bit of a breeze, like a cool breeze, so to compensate for the heat, beautiful.
It was cool, bro.
Beautiful.
Darrell had all the meats. Shouts to Danny. Yo, I wore my vintage Darrell hat. Everybody kept coming up to me. I think, "Are you Darrell now?" I'm like, year two. Everybody had to be.
I was Darrell, bro.
The funny story with that is, I bought that hat the day you hit me up, Dave, about SC.
That ass?
Dead ass, bro. I literally purchased the hat.
Yeah.
And then that day you were like, yo, you
What's
want
up,
to
shit, yo?
what's up? And I'm like, all right. Now, because for those that don't, if you guys are, for those that listen and watch, if you guys weren't around back then, 2016, the team had a rule, or they came up with this policy that if you wanted to be in the supporter section, you had to be listed as under third rail membership. Even if you weren't active, you just had to be a third rail member. I don't know what might have happened with the ticket stuff, like at the end of 2015, but they put that rule up, right? So I didn't wait. I was just like, all right, sure, here you go. I'm trying to keep my tickets. So I joined, and then they dropped the hat, and I was like, again, guys, I'm a fitted guy. So I was like, all right, I'm buying the fitted.
Yeah.
Why not? And then I never wore it for 9 years. It's legit. It was out of nowhere. The hat was just popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna wear this. So fuck it. I was pro third rail. I wanted to get the the finessing on the
He
meat. I
was
didn't
trying
want
to
to
get
pay.
some meat, bro. Like, listen,
He was trying to get what? I didn't hear you. He was trying to get what?
he was trying to get some meat, bro.
I was trying to get some meat, bro. I was hungry as fuck, bro.
God, I didn't even put two and two together, yo.
It had to be.
You gotta think outside the box with you.
Come on, bro. There's a plan here. It wasn't just because I was unaware. Like,
you know,
I knew I was gonna go. It was gonna be a little lifted.
He wanted to go to the barbecue for free,
and I said, "Yo, I'm a member."
He's a member. Look at this hat he got.
Yo, you want to see how leveled up they were this year? Besides all the good food that Danny was cooking up, I think they had like pitas and everything. Yo, they had a dude rolling and making pizzas. There was a pizza oven, bro.
Yo, that ass.
They had a pizza oven. I was like, yo, if you don't give the sauce one of these every time you put it on, I'm not eating it, bro.
But
you gotta give them how you doing, bro. You gotta give them the little finger wave, you know, like
that tailgate's getting mad, like elaborate. Their real tailgates are getting more and more elaborate, bro. They have like a whole U-Haul truck,
bro. We been here 10 years,
bro.
Man.
They have stations like the food pyramid, bro. Fucking salads, the fucking carbs, the starches, the fucking proteins, meats and shit. The pizza is like holy shit, bro.
I'll say this: they do have one thing that no one else has, and Sanchez, you can be a test of this. They're the only ones with water.
Yo, they're the only ones with water, bro.
They're smart, bro.
It's low.
They're smart, bro.
H2O intakes going on in those tailgates for
at all, bro. I went to Rodrigo, bro. So I went to Rodrigo for because I wanted again. I was parched the whole fucking day, so I went. I was looking for water.
That means you was dehydrated
a little bit. It's a tad bit. So I went to Viejos and I was like, "Hey, anybody has water?" And they're like, "Agua." Aquí se bebe agua. And literally just pointing out, like, you see those 3 drinks? Those are all mine. It's literally 3 different glasses of cups of 3 different types of whiskey. Like, yeah, that's my own water right there. I'm like, yeah, I can't be on this type of time right now, bro. I need water. So it is. I think, what was it, Sanchez, that you said that, from now on, you're just going to bring your own pack?
Yo, I told Viejos that for the next one, I'm just going to bring a pack of water as my donation because this is kind of crazy that there's no water. You know, it's a little crazy.
A little wild. It's a little wild.
A little wild. You know,
would it be a NYCFC tailgate if it wasn't just get drunk and then go to the match?
I get it, but there's kids around. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta have something for the.
You gotta have something, bro.
They got Monster.
Oh,
for some reason there was an abnormal amount of Monster drinks out there yesterday.
Come on, I don't against the Red Bulls, man. That's why.
Like, yeah, but it's like, and now that you
people
say
are purposeful.
Okay, I get it.
It's purposeful. Normally, you see the truck, like the Monster marketing team. They tend to be good with like knowing when this game happens, and they'll pull up with the truck of just giving out free Monster. Remember one year they were giving out free Monster wristbands, and people in the stadium were just with Monster wristbands.
That was at a RBA. Was that the Cinco de Mayo one, the infamous?
Cinco I want to say yes.
Where every single brand was out there. We was just people. Great.
We were a focus group. We were a whole ass focus group.
Boy, what a day!
That's when the mariachis came.
We lost that game.
Yeah, we
did.
We
don't remember the game. We remember the tailgate. That day is one of those days where you remember the tailgate.
Yeah.
Tailgate was sponsored by Himadol. Like what? Shouts at the rim.
Oh shit, yo!
But
Shouts
nah,
to
bro.
real man.
But yeah, tailgate was cool. There's always cool there under the gate. Then there was a little bit of a change with the march.
I think it's a good change.
So
I
you
think it
wanna
was a good change.
so want to hit on that, Sanchez? Because I knew you know a little bit more details about sort of the route and stuff like that.
Well, from previous, I think it was I guess it would be the playoff game last year where the march took like a ridiculous turn for who knows why really this happened instead of the normal route. But it started off at the corner of Roosevelt Avenue and Seaver, and it went around that one parking lot along the stadium back to the Apple, which seemed like an unnecessary walk. This year, the powers that be, whoever made this decision, some may have viewed. I think some people did view it as a questionable decision at first, but I think afterwards, the outcome, the reaction, the way it went about itself, I think it worked out great, fantastic. It almost had River Avenue vibes. Wow. Like you could have closed your eyes for a second, open them, and being like, "Are we under the 7 train or under the 4 train?" Because they were under the train. They just went from Seaver Roosevelt straight down Roosevelt into the entrance to the stadium by the Apple, by the Fan Fest Plaza, which, in hindsight, it's about the same distance walk to from stands to Hard Rock. It could be even longer, a hair longer, but it's perfect. Yeah. It was great. That thing was perfect. I really think it was a great march. I say it was a good march. Great march.
People kept saying they're like, oh, they were asking like, is this gonna be constant? Because they came out of it saying like, hey, like this might work better than the other way that we normally do with K Corner. You know what? And the photos, like all the stuff, all the visuals, they look way better because you have the stadium literally in the background.
Yeah.
So it's just,
and the lighting, with the train, it gives like a darker element even in the daytime.
It was very moody. I saw a lot of cool photos.
Yeah, so like even with the flares and smoke, you kind of lose some of that effect when it's out in the open, in the openness of just being outside of the train track area.
Yeah.
Yo, Igor, my dog, just did something he hasn't done in forever, and I gotta go save my sneakers. I'll be right back.
Oh shit!
Which sneaker he grabs?
Oh no, the next one. The next
one. He's his most precious of precious. Nah,
son, I remember not the tailgates, but the marches at Yankee Stadium. We would, we used to go from
the deepest of
deep. And I remember bringing up, saying, yo, let's do it from stands and just go from stands to the stadium. And they're like, oh, that's kind of short, But now that's like, I told you. Didn't I say it was the Knicks joint? I told you.
He was chewing up the Patrick Ewings.
Oh, no. Shit. He might be a Nets fan.
That's hilarious.
He might be a Nets fan. But now it's sometimes it's those little changes, man, that just... because now,
spark.
I don't really know Citi Field that well, so I'm not really understanding the logistics of point A to point B. But from what I saw yesterday, it looked way better than any other march that I've seen at Citi Field so far. So I hope that continues.
And that foreshadows that energy, that momentum carried over into the game, into the supporter section, because. Like I said, it was short but sweet, but and great high energy march, which
that's what it got to be. I don't think it has to be this long.
And if you look at the time, like the clock, like how much time was to kickoff, the march ended maybe 30 to 35 minutes before kickoff. It wasn't that early, so it's like it's still early enough to carry into the stadium.
Yeah, and then especially at City, because when we go from K Corner, you have your force into the parking lot a little bit, and then that becomes like a weird go on the street, then back into the sidewalk of the side of the building, and then you're on the side, and then you become a bottleneck because then people that people that are walking in want to record, so then they stop, so you just end up like on the side of the rotunda entrance, just having like a little, like that would be the Hard Rock stop. Yankee, but it's still awkward because you kind of have to keep it going because security wants you to keep going, but then everybody's coming from the other side. This way, if you're coming in now from Roosevelt into the Apple, the Apple's going to be a fan fest one way or another, so there's going to be people there. Yeah. So you kind of just maybe collect those folks, and then the march the march that becomes sort of the Carnaval can become a little bit more not unified, but just more centralized around like the Apple area instead of in a weird corner by this next to the stadium with a security line.
Yeah, it just gets cut off.
Yeah, like half the group is in one side and then it's people and then the other half is there. So
because it basically just leads to where everybody else is anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna go right to the gate. So maybe
coming this way, when there is a fan fest like there was yesterday, you march through the fan fest.
Yeah.
So that's what
everybody, all the things who are enjoying their day, gets to experience this part of the game, which they might have never done or seen or ever been around. If this is the first game or whatever, they get to see this. They get to see NYCFC fans, the supporters culture that's been built here for over 10 years. And I think yesterday that was really good. Shout outs to whoever, Joti and Danny from Third Rail and Templados, like shout outs to them for coordinating that, I guess.
Yeah,
and that worked out perfect.
Man, Third Rail's winning right now, bro.
Hey, man.
They got the hat trick though.
Barnay's.
They had the ill barbecue with the water. They got the new march set up.
Yo, they had a Beano board.
Oh,
word! I didn't see that.
Love Beano board.
Oh, I didn't see that. And they get Vito has for some reason they trusted Vito with the aux. And bro, my man, it's like you walk in and it's just full on 80s, early 90s metal hairband. And then Jamie takes over and she just wants to put dance music. So it just becomes then a dance party afterwards. It's like you get the best of both worlds.
Nice.
But
that's typical husband and wife type shit. Like
let's get to the Viejo's tailgate. The Viejo's tailgate
first. Yeah.
Viejo's tailgate had the meat as well.
Yeah,
they has the meat. It was that, and that turned out to be a really big tailgate because you had Viejos, you had everybody from SC, you had City Boys. Everybody was there conviviendo, Newburgh. It was a really big crowd right there. Big crowd. Food, the drinks, the sives, the music. They had like a little DJ, not DJ, but they had like the speaker set up, a good speaker set up also with the poppy beats. You know what I mean?
Yo, Sanchez, correct me if I'm wrong. Was that photographer dude there before?
Yo, I feel like he's one of those dudes that be at the Mets games.
Yeah, he's probably everywhere. So they had this guy walking around with like a cart, like a mobile cart, like a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Like one of those.
Yeah, he had a fucking printer.
The whole shit thing.
Like he'll take a picture and 8x11 your picture.
Yeah, I don't know if he was selling them or not, but he was just walking around mobile platform type shit.
Like we were in Times Square.
Pretty that ass. Like the dude
I seen a guy. There's a guy like that at the convention that I go to for the broadcasters. He just got a whole cart of shit. Just takes photos, takes videos. You can print them out. Does all that. It might be the same dude. Who knows?
Maybe not. But
well, he was printing out 8x11s of the group photos and everything. That was pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Pre-game vibes, immaculate for the Derby day.
Yeah.
Don't you just love when it just translates into, like you said before, into the stands and then into the game and all that shit?
Yeah, the results.
Because I want to get into the third goal of Third Rail would be the Tifo. Yo, are you planning a move and seeking a reliable, veteran-owned company to handle your belongings with care? Well, look no further than Tri-State Marines Moving. Founded by a Marine veteran, Christian and his platoon bring discipline, commitment, and the strength of the core to every job. Whether you're relocating your home or office, need packing and storage solutions, junk removal, or even power washing and Mother Nature cleanups, they got you covered. Serving the tri-state area with pride and professionalism, they ensure a seamless and stress-free moving experience. Listen, I'm not just reading the advertisement here. I actually used these guys a couple months ago and everything turned out great. Everything was placed where we wanted. The best part was nothing was broken. So trust the strength of the Marines for your next move. All their info is found on Instagram, which is at TMM_914. Also, tell them Boop sent you. Tri-State Marines Moving for all your moving needs.
Yeah.
Because, son, the Lichtenstein painting that they did, holy shit.
Can you break that down for me, please?
So I pulled it up. So,
I see the Tifo. I enjoy the Tifo. It looks comic bookish to me, like in the sense like a graphic novel, scene out of a graphic novel, which is great. But I saw it on Twitter. I didn't know who this Lichtenstein is.
Lichtenstein.
Like I don't know if he was a transformer or what.
No, Lichtenstein is an artist. It's known for the style of kind of like comic books in general is more or less done in his style historically. So like very dot heavy drawings where it's just literally just a collection of dots. If you go to the MoMA, there's a big print of his. Literally, I had to stop. I was doing a tour and I made the tour late because I just had to stop and like stare at it just because how amazing it was. So this is the Tifo that Third Rail had was in a comic book style, kind of like in a comic book style. I think this was also a meme, if I remember correctly. I might have to look that up, but I think
also
it was
saw
that
it was a meme.
Yeah,
but I didn't get the context from that. So I did read on Twitter that it was like a great meme reference.
So huge. It's a huge Tifo. The whole length of the
50 by 100. 50 by 100.
Yeah, that right field. That's right field, right? Yeah, the right field porch where all the supporters are. That whole length, and on one side, it's a lady crying with red hair. The red hair is the key. Red hair, and the thought bubble says "so close" again, and then meanwhile across the river here, a woman with the ring and the blue hair with the thought bubble of
blue eyes too.
Yeah, and blue eyes. Yes, thinking about the cup, going, "Good morning, darling."
Good morning, darling. Which is a playoff of one of his paintings,
and it's just like, bro. This when I saw that, I didn't know what it was. We kind of were just hinting at like, oh, there was a Tifo. Somebody commented on the last video. They're like, yes, the rail's coming through, but didn't give no details. And then I kept seeing. I was like, oh, this is a pretty, from the thing. Like, this is a big ass Tifo. And then I saw it on Vail, windy as fuck. Massive, so obviously, if you look at the photo, like it's kind of over the wall because the wind was just picking it up like crazy. But man. I think we have I know Portland and them get a lot of credit, but I feel like we've gotten some bangers, bro, on Tifo wise.
Nah,
especially for the Derby, bro.
Yeah.
But this one too is so fired. Like it goes over 90% of people's heads though, because this is very iconic New York. Like this dude is a New York City based artist, or was a New York City based artist. So like hell yeah, bro. Like the last one Third Rail did with the we got cups. You can't like the silent one. You remember what I'm talking about?
The guy was doing the one that
the shush. Yeah, and he's like, yo, we got the cup, we got rain, and the stadium's on the way. Like, what else can you fucking say? Like, we literally play in New York. You guys don't. Like this derby's over, bro. Like, come on.
I saw a tweet from the Red Bulls, a Rebel official account. The Rebel official account saying, nice day for a game at the home of the Mets.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the top comments was, you got to do something about the play on the field because the stadium jokes have an expiration date.
It does. 2026. 27. It's right around the corner, yo.
It's not, and it's crazy, but man, I'm staring at this Tifo because it's so fucking good.
It's so good. The color, the lines is really
well painted. Oh my,
very well done.
Super well painted. Really well painted.
I want to shout out. I believe it was Benjamin Maltz who designed this.
Okay,
Benji.
Very well done.
Benji usually is at the Third Rail tailgates at the merch stand. The merch part of the tailgate. He's the one that kind of does the selling of the stickers and the merch. That's Benji. He's young. He's a young cat. He's fairly young. and he's the one that does a lot of the designs for their row in all aspects, and he's been killing it lately. Most of the designs have been his, and he's crushing it.
And you know what I like?
We got to come up with an idea, bro, to go in. You know what I mean? For a Tifo. I think we'll come up with something cool.
Yeah.
Something very iconic, very New Yorky, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What was dope about these and lately is they're simple but purposeful. Yeah. Like you're not overcomplicated. You don't have to get too crazy with the wording and stuff like that. Like you see this, you know exactly the shots that are being taken.
We're shooting at them.
Yeah.
Because last year you came close again, didn't happen. Like these are the kind of tifos that I've for years I've been like, yo, this is how you convey tifos. Like you bring them and they're just look at that. So it's just simple because they're gonna know what was being told to them, and our tifos are not necessarily for our own fans. Those type of tifos are just shots. It's just that you're not gonna be able to maybe say this, throw the shot straight up. It's to them, and then we educate the fan base on what maybe the tifo is gonna mean. But exactly like that Jersey Boys tifo,
gangster,
classic, bro. Classic.
My idea. Definitely. And I came up with that idea when the team was announced. I had that idea in my pocket for 2 years until it came to reality when we finally played them at home. Live for the first time in New York. It's the Jersey Boys.
It's the Jersey Boys. Hey, that's fucking funny, yo.
I'll take
the only Tifo I've had idea that went through was the Keith Haring one.
But you see, like that's still the simple. And when I say simple, I don't mean like simple, like it's a very simple thought. It's just the best kind of art designs tend to be like very straightforward and and simple. So just like
it's not simplistic. Like,
it's not simplistic.
Not dumb.
Yes,
it's just simple. Like,
bro.
Yeah,
that was a big high for that was a big high for me, man. When I saw that,
dope, man.
I stood there. And I was like,
the Kiss the Ring.
Kiss the Ring one too. Yeah, fire, bro.
At Philly, they wound up beating us the game, but they
knew what's up.
Yeah,
they knew what's up.
Kiss the Ring. That's a gangster one too. I have that sticker. I think Mandy gave me a sticker.
If their real makes a T-shirt with this design,
I'm copping. I'm copping.
Yeah,
I'm
copping.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're real. If you guys listening to this, anybody from They're Real, make the shirts.
Hell yeah! Sell the Tifos, man,
and make big back sizes.
Ooh, yes, yo, 5x6s or whatever, 5x4 index cards of prints of the Tifos.
Oh, actual prints of the Tifos.
Oh, that'd be cool too.
That'd be dope.
Cool. Yo, what do they do with the Tifos afterwards, bro? Because this is kind of sad that you see it for 10, 15, 20 seconds and then that's it. All that work.
That's the name of the game, bro.
Fuck, man.
It's like basketball, like sports athletes. You train all week just for 90 minutes.
Just for 90 minutes and shit. Shit. Well, yo, let's get into this game though, bro.
Oof.
NYCFC beat our bitter rivals, the Red Bulls, 2-0. It was a good match, yo. It was a very, very, I don't want to say back and forth match. Red Bulls kind of had possession literally the whole time. And
yes,
we did our thing. But let's
it had everything. It had chippiness, it had gold.
Yeah, of course.
It had bloopers in the sense that led to the goals.
Had
everything. You know what it didn't have? You know what it didn't have real quick? You know what it didn't have? It didn't have that many away fans.
Oof.
Oh,
yo,
really?
No.
The away section was like 200 might have been a lot.
And they got put in the fucking boonies.
And they were
they used to come
like
upper deck. Upper deck. The 500s.
I think I got a quick photo that may show that actually.
And in my opinion, it's like that's what hurts the derby is when the away fans, whoever it is, who is the away fans, don't show up. They had banners hanging. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they were given the opportunities to do a lot. You know, they might have, I don't know if they had drums or not, to be honest. And if they did, we couldn't hear that shit because we were so fucking loud.
You could not hear anything, bro. But
they were high in the sky.
Fuck, man.
So that to me is detrimental to the Derby. And it's, you know what? It's usually them not showing up.
Mm.
You know,
Which you would think, bro, like how you not showing up to essentially the biggest match of your calendar year? There's no like what else are you gonna be doing? So real quick, Dave, so if you could see and guys if you're watching
Oh wow, yeah, all the way on top.
so
That's
Yeah.
basically where they used to put them at Yankee Stadium. Remember?
but you see
Yes,
how spread out there it is? Like
it's across
it's
Yeah.
two
blurred,
sections, and they're only about 10 rows high.
Yeah.
if that. And it's again, it's just like they choosing to be up there. They literally could all fit within like
One section.
one section, couple rows max.
You
That's
took
it. And
this photo?
obviously, yeah, and obviously you have a little bit of sprinkles like throughout the stadium, but not that many. They had a bunch of. I was joking
Good
in my
picture,
head, like,
right? It's a
yeah,
good picture, right? Right, Dave?
Yeah, no, it was good, real good.
Yeah, man.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
A man over here thinking he's fucking
Yeah.
Liechtenstein. What's the guy's name? Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein, bro.
That was actually a trend back in like a couple years back. People would take their photos and then rasterize them and make them like Liechtenstein prints. But
Now
the
it's
Fabulous,
AI.
Fabulous had
an album cover,
an album
I think
cover.
was I forgot what album was that?
What's this guy's name? I gotta look this guy up.
Roy Fox Liechtenstein.
Yeah, Lich Einstein. I'm not gonna finish that one off.
Lichten Stein.
This
But-
guy looked like his drawings.
Yeah.
Damn. What is this guy?
That's fucking
No.
funny.
In my head, I didn't want to say this out loud because I don't think like it's not a. To me, I was trying to work it into a joke, but it never manifested. But New Jersey Transit was on strike essentially. So in my head, I'm like, these people have nowhere to get to the city because their means of transportation doesn't exist anymore because they're all from Jersey. They took a bus though,
A couple buses.
which is crazy because we don't take buses to fucking Harrison.
Nah.
Like, yeah, if you got to take a bus for your derby in the city that you claim, that you're not in that city. Like, this is, I'm sorry. Like, fuck out of here.
Fabulous had the album called Summertime Shootout, where he had the Liechtenstein album cover.
A Liechtenstein.
All right, I'm looking at his artwork. I can see, yeah, it's very. I've seen some of this stuff around.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you've definitely seen seen his work. So,
But now, boom.
all right, let's talk about this lineup. Unless y'all got anything else to talk about.
If we're gonna keep real quick on the crowd.
Oh yes.
Yo, go down the list of shit that was happening. Subway Series, same time. Same exact time. I think there might have been a show in the city of some sorts, and obviously you still had Knicks sort of hangover. And 30,000. I don't know the exact number, but
804, 30,804.
I knew it was 30,000, bro.
And it was
30,
there. They were there.
and it was
I
there,
knew
bro.
it was 30,000.
That
They
is
were
no fluff numbers, bro.
Yeah, when I
If you would
saw
have
the
told me
crowd watching the
35,
game,
40K, I would have
said,
believed
yeah.
it.
I
35.
said it's a good crowd, bro.
First
It was
2-3
a good
levels
crowd.
was packed.
Yeah. Good.
like
Yeah.
crazy.
The upper, they were besides Rebel fans, there was other people sitting in upper deck.
Mhm.
Their seats were sold in the upper deck.
Like it was
game.
one of the camera angles that they show for the goal for Alonso's goal, like of cheering, it's from the top. Yeah, like it's on the top. All it does, every time that happens, just gets me hyped for the stadium. All that does is just gets me hyped for the stadium, bro. Because
it's gonna be crazy, man.
you're gonna have 25,000 all the time. I maybe like dip a little here and there, but I think it's 25,000 all the time and loud. That stadium was rocking, bro.
And you know
rocking from minute one.
We've talked about this before. Our fan base is up for this rivalry, bro. Like, no matter the results, no matter we're up for the team, bro.
Yeah,
we show out when we play against Rebel. Like, it means a lot to us. We show out, and it's not the other way around. Like you said, they had 200 maybe supporters, if that. To show up to the game. Like, come on, man.
There's no sanctions on them.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't
know.
How
you not, again, if you have no sanctions on you the way you guys have on us, well, you're supposed to be able to pull up 1,000 deep if you're really in the city.
Yeah.
Show me something. I feel like we say this often. Show us something. Show us you care.
You went to the finals last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your fan base?
Well,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I go by whatever their Twitter reactions are, is apparently their fan base is just in total meltdown of their team. And I was like, y'all just put 7-0 on Galaxy. Y'all should have been hyped for this.
I was nervous, bro.
What happened? Y'all put 7-0 on the team.
That shit.
Why y'all not showing up to your biggest match of the year so far?
Bro. Yeah.
Nah. Though that fan base, bro, is fickle. That fan base is everything that I don't like about sports fandom. They're like the Heat fans to me.
Oof.
That's what they are to me. They're like the Heat fans. They only show up when they're winning, and then in the tough times, they're just
no dip. 3 minutes left in the finals, and they want trying to rush back in the building and shit.
Like that's who they are to me, and that's why I feel like that's why a lot of New Yorkers don't respect them. And this is what I was hinting earlier. Like we were loud the whole game, right? But the moment stuff happens on the field, you can tell we're still tapped into the match.
Yeah.
Like we're still super hyper focused. Like, you know, Knicks fans, and not to harp back on the Knicks, but like John Starks was just like, he was quoted this week was like, why is it that New York is such a good place to come and play? It's like we're a very intelligent fan base. Like we're gonna know when like good defense is happening. We're gonna know when people are just doing the little parts of the game, right?
Yep.
So we're so tapped in that we can be distracted, quote unquote, in singing our hearts out. Because it was, I'm telling you, shouts to y'all in the stands. It was loud, but the game.
And when he says shouts to y'all, I want to take a little bit of credit here as well. Motherfuckers made me come out of retirement, Dave.
No,
I was trying to find you, bro. You kept hiding behind the banner, bro. I wanted the shot.
I was playing the drums the whole first half.
Oh wow! How's your back, bro? How's your shoulders? How's your?
I'm great. I feel good. You know what I mean? These 24-inch pythons. Yeah. But I did it smart. I played it smart because I was like, you know what? I have things to do today. We're kind of important. I'm not gonna stand on the chairs like everybody else while they play the drums. You know, I'm gonna stand on the concrete. I'm not gonna risk falling or any of that. And it worked out.
I was looking for you, bro. I was looking for you. I knew you was out there. I kept seeing the motion of like his shoulders, you know, like the woohoo, like we were doing this. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I got hyped. I literally turned around. I wanted to get a shot of Sanchez, and then I was like, oh, he's behind the
banner. Were you playing the one with the cymbal on top, Sanchez?
No, just the regular bass drum.
Oh, okay.
Get the drummer some.
I might have to warm the shoulders up. I could get down.
Ooh, get a drum line. You get a pod drum line. I'm not gonna be part of it because I would rather just watch it.
I might have to.
Yo,
I'm getting it, bro. I'm getting it.
I need someone to clip the shit out of this right now.
Yo, you know that Jose Mourinho meme when he's dancing, like the fake Jose Mourinho dancing? He's like,
I can't even do this shit.
Oh man, nah, bro.
That's so fucking funny, yo.
Oh man,
I might have to bring the. Damn, I wish I could send you the picture where I got the orange bandana with the SC shirt on with the drums, and I'm like, ah.
Oh, I know the photo. Yes,
yeah.
Young Doobie.
I might have to bring that one back.
Yeah, no.
Exciting match though. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this lineup, yo.
I bet.
Let's bring up the lineup there. Here we go. For the Derby, the New York, the Hudson River Derby. I wish I had the number, but you know what? The all-time matchup. We're creeping up.
Right here.
We're creeping up. You got the all-time matchup line?
Yeah. I got it up. You want me to say it, Dave?
I got it. If you got it, go ahead.
This is us. 10 wins, 4 draws, and then they got 16. So 16 L's on our end. So we're 6 wins away from
like 2 years and change, maybe.
Yeah.
From when we started, we went like 3 years without a win, like to where it's at now. This is remarkable how much we're dominating this derby as of late.
Yeah.
All right.
The head-to-head right
so here we go. Matt Freese in goal. Tavon Gray on the right. Justin Hack, Thiago Martins, and Burke Reese are playing the left back position. Aiden O'Neal making his Hudson River Derby debut in the midfield with Andres Perea and Maxi Morales. We have Julian Fernandez, Hannes Wolf on the left, and Alonso Martinez up top.
Any thoughts on the lineup? I thought it was good.
Someone showed me the lineup during the March.
Yeah.
And I said, this is the best we have.
This is the best we have, man.
This is the best we have.
This is all we
The only
got.
one you might have a question is the Burke Reese on the left, but he's already played there a couple times this year. So it's like it's not unfamiliar to him, and it's not unfamiliar to us as well, seeing him there. But this is the best we have. I think is with the best lineup we have right now. Obviously, Keane Parks not being there's issue,
he was in a boot.
He's
walking though. Yeah, he's in a boot.
This is the best we have available right now.
Yeah.
And from a super eavesdrop conversation that I this Kevin O'Toole should be back at least on the bench next week from what he told somebody. So it's either next week but he's on his way back. So Kevin O'Toole will probably be sliding in soon into a starting lineup. So we're getting players back.
That's good, man.
Unfortunately, Malachi is still probably some ways out, but but this is the best one. I thought I just accepted it at this point. But like I feel like as long as it's not Bakrar starting, I feel like
I think that's been the overall. I don't want to say my theme, but that's just how I've been going about it this season. Listen, I'm gonna be real. I think Pascal is going to be a good coach. I feel like he's up for the moments. Obviously, we beat Philly, we beat Cincinnati, we beat Rebel. There's games where it's like, what the fuck are we doing? But I don't know, man. I think he can make what he has work, and I don't want to be too hard on him when it does not work. I think you got to play like you said. This is the best of what we got, and sometimes it's really good. Obviously, we got a great result this weekend, and we're gonna get another great result next week because we playing bitch ass Chicago. But like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, yeah. I think we're gonna be okay for right now. Obviously, we want signings, we want players that can help us in the future. But for what we got right now, I think we got to back the manager and just fucking let's go, bro.
He pushed. He stayed. How do you say it? Like stayed. Pushed back the Wolves for the week because a disappointing loss, a disappointing performance. More importantly, because with a loss, we might be able to kind of live with it if it was a respectable performance.
Yeah,
but having a really good performance, getting multiple goals in a game,
and we haven't scored in what 3 matches. I think
having Max Morales get on the score sheet for the first time.
Yeah, that was nice.
Having Alonso Martinez kind of get out the funk a bit and get on goal.
He got
fucking
golazo. He got out of the funk and then some.
Yes. So these types of performances, Aiden O'Neal getting acclimated more into the midfield. Thiago Martins having a respectable game as well again. Like these are the type of things where, okay, it shows that there's something we could do with this team. There's something there.
Yeah, no,
we just have to be able to consistently do this week after week, match after match.
Yeah,
and that's been our problem, the consistency.
And I think if I don't know, what would you blame more so David Lee as opposed to
1000%?
Yeah. This is not on Pascal. I don't think this whole year is on Pascal at this point.
Yeah.
Until you just have to
2 more transfer windows.
That is on him. But right now,
a year from now of where we like the way we are, after 2 more transfer windows, summer and the winter, then it starts to. I think it starts to come a lot down on the coach.
Like I like the how do you call it? You can see weekend like the way the makeup of the team, the characteristics of how we play. You can see it change, like not necessarily change like back and forth, but just how it's evolving from what we used to do last year or under Cushing to what a team would be under him. Because once again, man, we were pressing like we were high energy on them all the moment they got the ball. Like keep Calder or I forgot what's their keeper's name again. I almost say Calderon. I was gonna almost say Calderon.
We talking
Was
about
it
Red Bulls game?
Carlos Coronel.
Coronel? Coronel, yeah.
Hello, bro.
When Coronel made a pass like outside the box, immediately we were on it. It was just high pressure. It literally what they would do to us for those however many amount of years under Jesse Marsh. Like
Mm.
we, as the moment we were on it, they looked confused. Uh, they were nervous. We were trying to pass out of that, and we capitalized almost every single time, especially in the first half. I would say in the first half, the team just had a mission, and the mission was pressure that back line.
Yeah.
Do not let them get the ball to Forsberg. That was pretty much at least from my perspective. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, I want to agree with that too, because Forsberg had excuse me, Forsberg had he's been playing a lot of matches, a lot of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where you want to get the ball to him early, have him score early so that he can get off the pitch early. And I think New York City knew that. And we kind of just went opposite. We said we need to get on the score sheet early because we know these dudes press. And when do we score? The 12th minute, 13th minute? I mean, it doesn't get any earlier than that. You know, I mean, it does, but obviously, but this is great.
13.
Yeah, it was fantastic, bro. It was yo, son, for real. When I'm watching the game, you know, we're doing shit with the family and everything. I didn't really recognize the team, bro. It was like it was cool to see. Like the team for me just looked like we were up for it, you know, like, and we didn't let Red Bull play their game. We played our game. I think that was the thing I got out of it, at least in the first 15, 25 minutes of the match, is that we played the way we wanted to play. We kind of dictated the match. And we said, no, we're playing this way, not vice versa.
I saw a heat map thing of Maxi Morales and the caption on Twitter, and the caption was like, this man's playing like it's 10 years ago.
He's 38 years old, bro. He's had a midweek, a Saturday, and then a week's rest and another match. He's played 3 games in what, less than 10 days? Maybe 10 days? Well, no, Maxi.
No, Maxi, yeah.
On Wednesday. Oh, we played DC on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was a
tie game.
Yeah. But he only played 45 that game. He got subbed off at halftime.
Oh, true. But he's playing. He's playing. And maybe that was tactical, now thinking back, because I was wondering, I was like, did he get injured at half? But maybe that was tactical, like, yo, you know what? We need you more for the Rebel match. So, and at that point, let it rock out. So here's the thing, I don't like this part of the that I'm seeing Pascal's kind of tactics is the deciding to sort of like let other teams have the ball a lot more than we've been used to the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like for us, like our best, we went to the mentality of like our best offense is holding the ball. Our best defense is our offense by that possession. And he seems to be very okay with letting go of possession for just having better moments going forward. And I'm a little nervy of that just right now, just because I don't know if that's going to take a little bit of a longer learning curve to get down.
Yeah.
Or since he doesn't have his full makeup over full signings, it's like, hey, you're going to have to make it with the defenders you have, and maybe he wants a little different defenders. So that's a little what has me weary right now of Pascal's system is he seems to want to let the opposition have a lot more of the ball than we were used to the last however long we've been playing.
Very new to us as a team in our history, I could say, right? Like even when we went with Jason Christ that first year, it was all about having the ball. You know, so that having games.
You brought it back to fucking Jason Christ.
But think about it. Think about it. It's always been this way. It's always been the CFG ways to hold on to the ball.
Hold on to the ball, yeah.
And maybe, I guess we could say this is like the first coach who has his own pedigree to be like, hey guys, let's try it my way. You know,
my way or the highway.
So I'm gonna go see Limp Bizkit on Friday.
I
know what's crazy?
know. I want to go too, but
I only know like that part of the hook, and it's when it goes really aggressive, like my way, you're the highway, and that's it.
I might bring. You think I will get? I'll make it out of Philly alive if I bring the Knicks out on Friday. I don't know. That's might be.
yeah,
That's might.
Yeah, I mean it's Philly.
we ain't play Philly. Well,
They never. MB hasn't been to the Eastern Conference Final, bro.
I gotta think about it. I might do it just for
You
the
might-
crazy. Yo.
Nah, but
Fuck it.
but the pressing led to one of the first mistakes, big mistakes from them, which led to probably one of the most vindictive goals we've seen from just angry. The timing. Both commentators, both in Spanish and English, were talking about how he hasn't scored in however many matches, and boy, did Alonso Martinez he decide.
The best part of the English commentary is you hear Lloyd Sam in the background. Motherfucking
Yo,
Lloyd
here's the thing with
in
Lloyd
the back.
Sam.
Go, oh
Yeah. Here's the thing with Lloyd Sam. Fuck him for being a Red Bull. But I just feel like he's a very positive and nice person. Like I feel like every time he speaks, he's speaking with a smile.
He seems like a nice guy, right?
Like, he seems like a really nice dude. It's just like I don't want to like you, bro. Like you a Red Bull.
I tried that.
When I watched the replay, I was like, I always watch in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So I put in Spanish, and then in the first few minutes, it says like who's the commentating on the English and the Spanish. I saw it was Lloyd Sam. I was like, why do they keep doing this to us
all the time, bro? He enjoys out in fucking New England, like or wherever I think he was.
Yeah, I think it was New England.
Nah, but I'm gonna share the goal from the Twitter, bro.
Magic from Metropolis is 9 times this season, one of the most in the league.
Alonso,
that's a big part of that. He's gonna crack.
Yo, the stadium erupted for this.
Whoa,
of course, how could you not?
And it was shot. And the goal was
this season.
The goal
Joe,
was
hold on,
towards,
show one more time. One more time. We got
one more time.
That's a golazo, bro.
The goal was towards the supporter section.
Yeah,
and that whole corner just started erupting, just like exploded.
Do we keep losing the coin toss? Like, why do we keep playing on our side in the first half?
I'll take
a question.
This is like the third game. This has happened.
All right, so showing again. So as you can see, real quick. Hold up, let's make sure that. Bam, bam. So it's on a pass back. Forsberg is on the floor. So for some reason he's down.
Thinking about his family that he abandoned.
Yep. And my man Justin Hack.
He's gonna crack one here.
Yo. It felt so cathartic for everybody. You see the crowd, like it really felt, man, like the whole team got a monkey off their back. Because Justin Hack celebrated that assist like he had scored. I honestly thought he had scored first. Because I didn't see him I didn't see Alonso score. And by the time I picked my head up, he already had gone to the flag. And I saw Hack, high-fiving Perea and everything. I was like, oh shit, he scored that? I was like, I bet. Clap, 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 clap. And then it was like somebody told me, like, you gotta go look up that goal. It was a golazo. And I was like, all right.
Oh, so you had missed it, you said.
Yeah, I missed the goal itself.
Damn.
And then because I looked up, it was just everything was erupting, like eruption.
Yeah.
So they're going to the corner, and this crazy, like this. Everybody's hugging each other. It was but when was the last time we saw a goal like that from NYCFC?
Shot from outside the box it's very rare we get goals like
far between. That's why I asked you to show it again, because it's few and far between that happens. Bro.
Like with that ferocity.
Yeah, that was nasty work.
And he had a shot very, very late in the game, in the second half, late in the game, where it just as vicious of a shot hit the crossbar.
Yep.
Vicious. This is like in the 92nd minute. Something like
he needs to switch jerseys, bro. He need the number 11.
I think next year we gotta make a little.
Give him the number 11, bro. because that was a great point that you said last week. You actually told me that in the stands. I don't know if you remember that.
That's how he brought it up.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the stands and shit. That's such a great point, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, man. Give him the 11, bro.
Listen, I'm not one to toot my own horn, but toot-a-loo.
Something about you speaking about 11. There's just something about Julian, man, that
I don't even like his haircut, bro. His haircut's
just
annoying me.
Dude, there was so many moments in that we're recording Sunday, so yesterday, where even like you see Maxi just literally like hand in his face. There was a free kick where he looked like he was schooling him in the first half, where it was just like a straight up like a Theo just try to like telling him his youngin like, you fucking up, get it straight.
Yeah, the best part about the first half, there was a corner kick. Yousef's on the field. I'm in the stands on the drums, and we made eye contact when Julie was the one. Like we're like 100 feet away from each other, and we just looked at each other like it's him taking the corner.
Yo, crazy, bro. Like,
we found each other instantly.
The fact that y'all found each other, bro. That is hilarious, bro.
And Yousef did one of those like this guy.
It's
he's like
crazy.
6 feet away from him. He's like,
he's literally right there, and I'm like, I literally just want to be like, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a moment where I almost tripped him. Yeah, because I wasn't. Come on, who expects Julian to take corners, right?
Not me.
So why are you here? Maxi's in front of me, so I'm like, Maxi's on the other. Like, it's the corner flag. Maxi's on the other side, so he's like into the field, right? Or down, let's call it the first baseline. So I'm like, all right, bet Maxi's gonna fucking take the corner
to receive the short pass.
Yeah,
to him.
So I'm thinking Julian's a dummy because why are you here? You don't kick our corners.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, oh, we don't have somebody on this side anymore to kick our corners. This was Santi's side because Maxi got the right, and because of his left foot, he's probably now, put in that position. But he takes horrible corners. He's just, I don't know what it is, man. His mental, his IQ, his footy IQ, like to move. I don't know what's going on. He may need to go back to school or something, but it's just not there. He doesn't communicate well with whoever's passing him the ball. You see in the highlights, you see like plenty of times where a play was made for him, and he's just like not really moving well, not either coming back and keeping the ball alive. It's just weird. And honestly, I feel the same about Wolf. I think both of them are literally like in the same sort of.
I want you guys to take a guess without looking. Who had the lowest score on FOTMob? I'll tell you who had the highest. Alonso had the highest with an 8.7.
Yeah. Well, obviously, because of the.
You can take this.
I think number 2 would be Justin Hack.
Well, he's a close third.
Close third. Who's number 2?
It's a tie between Martins and Morales with an 8.4.
Okay.
And Hack is right behind them with an 8.2.
The lowest, I would say. Yeah, I would say
of the starters, obviously.
Of the starters, I would say gotta be Fernandez, bro. It's gotta be this bum.
Ding, ding, ding. 6.8.
I would give him, I was gonna say a 6.9.
Yeah, ding, 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 6.8. 6.9 was Perea. Everybody else got a 7 or above.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Perea. We have overall great display on the field as a team, except
Julian, which is like, what are we doing? What are we
gonna... Yousef, you want to say anything about Justin Hack playing so well this season?
Why you got why? See, like this is why, like sometimes I'm just like, let's move on. Sometimes I'm just like, let's move to the next topic.
Look, Yousef over there, like, on the other hand,
I've already said it. Weeks ago. I said, hey, you're doing good, buddy. Good job.
I
I'm not one to toot my own horn.
No,
I've
no.
been a Justin Hack
But can you
truther.
blame me? Can you blame me for being this dude was playing out of position, and that's all I knew about him. I didn't care for him at center back because I thought our pairing was great, and in the midfield, he also didn't belong at that time. So I wanted him.
Man is
I was like,
starting
go to
playoff
Connecticut
games
and
years
get
ago.
minutes, bro. Go to Hartford and get minutes.
Mans
Go
was
to San
starting
Antonio.
playoff games years ago at center back and the midfield. This guy is GOAT
Yes,
status, bro.
he is.
The champion.
He has
bro.
he has grown into a player that you're like you can trust him. That you. Funny enough, on that first goal, once he gets something I really enjoy watching from any player is not giving up on a play after you lay it off. He dishes it off to Alonso, and you see him immediately going. He's making his run to the box. So he's he's making a run either for a give and go, or he's in the box for if he shoots. I'm in the box. I got a deflection. So he puts himself in a position very much like say like Mitch in the Knicks. He's not scoring on his own, but he's in the paint. He's gonna give you your putbacks. He's gonna give you
saw that play, that a defensive play that Mitch had in the
son crazy. And honestly,
second half.
I saw so many parallels between Game 6 and yesterday because we were on it on defense, bro. Like the whole match, our defense against them, it don't matter what kind of runs they were getting in. Hack, Risa, Martins, Tavon, bro, cookies left and right. O'Neal, putting tackles in. Morales everybody was be able, everybody, all, from Freeze all the way to Alonso. It's like defense was like the key. Like, hey, the moment they get on the ball, bam, on it. And I saw a lot of parallels with that in the defense that the Knicks were playing because amazing.
Listen,
I feel like amazing defense from NYCFC.
Would you say our defense is what caused the mistake?
the second goal, I was about to
The
get into the
second
second
Yeah,
goal.
the second goal for sure.
This guy
Yeah,
Carlos Coronel is, I guess, naturally nervous because of what we've been doing all game.
yeah.
Just
There's a
fumbles the ball in a sense, like with the weird touch pass. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but
I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
I did not know this. But in the Spanish broadcast, they said Carlos Coronel. Obviously, I knew he played for Paraguay, right? But I thought he was like the backup. He's third string on the Paraguay national team.
wow.
sheesh.
You know, and then when I saw we watching the game, and then I get to that goal, and I'm like, I can see why. You know, I can see why he's third string and maybe even lower at this point.
So
That goal, Maxi put him on skates too.
He did, bro.
Man,
Watch out.
he looked like, you know, when you're like on the lazy river and you're on the donut thing and you fall off and you're like, oh my god, I'm trying to get back on.
Oh man, yeah.
Lazy River.
I'm gonna share a cool little angle because they got it from above, like behind the goal.
Yeah, this was really cool. I like this angle.
So this is after technically the mistake, but the mistake is really just Coronel kind of tries to do like a weird side chip, and Alonso immediately gets on it, quick reads, and then
So nice, bro.
just,
That crossover.
bro, like
Yorkie's right there. AI shit. Got him.
crazy, just crazy.
And that's high above.
Yeah,
bro. So I don't know. One thing I loved about this goal, not only did he put Coronel on his ass and the other defender, but that third defender that he gets slipping, he's trying to guess that he's gonna come across his body, and Maxi has like the wherewithal to just be like, "Oh, nah, you're gonna dive this way. I'm just gonna shoot it straight, and get it past him."
Yep.
Like just the IQ, because I feel like if that would have been Julian, then he's probably shooting it right on.
He's shanking that shit,
shanking it. But he's his first goal of the season, which is crazy.
Nah, it's great. It's a great goal, man.
Yeah, I think we kind of touched on it a little bit, not too much, that he needs to get on the score sheet, and this is a good thing for him. He is the highest goal scorer for NYCFC in the derbies with 5 goals.
Oh,
He has
nice.
the most goals for NYCFC against the Rebels with 5.
Nah, boom.
Nice.
Well, overall, just great shit. Now,
do you guys happen to know when the next one is? The one
next
in Jersey?
Derby?
I
Yeah,
believe it's September.
September, right? I feel like it's
Don't be
late in the
wrong.
season.
Hopefully, we're a little different the team makeup
Yeah,
by
man.
then.
Hopefully, we got some new
Yeah.
signings then at that point. You know.
Saturday, September 27th is the third to last game of the season.
Yeah.
Wow, let's go.
Yep.
So after this, though, I don't know if you
It's
guys.
the Saturday right
When-
after. Sorry, it's the Saturday right after the Wednesday game against Miami at home at Citi Field.
Oof, that's a crazy back to back.
Packing Miami up.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like though after this goal was sort of the way we kind of reacted. We gave up possession almost completely after this. Like,
yeah, it's kind of what I brought up before, and I don't remember when I said it, but yeah, the
you said
second
it
half
earlier,
it was just like Red Bull just had the ball literally the entire time.
So almost the whole time. I was nervous because I was like,
Yeah.
yo,
was
like,
I. So was
like,
I.
hold up, bro. Like I get we're good on pressure, but let's actually like try some stuff too. Like, let's just not play defense the whole time. Yo,
Yeah.
but we held it down. I do want to shout out once again, bro. This kid is becoming. Honestly, I think I'm close to getting that kid, and I don't know if I should, but Johnny Shore, bro.
Oh yeah, Johnny Shore had a good game too.
Johnny Shore, he comes in, and it's like
let me see.
This dude comes in and it's like he's not only been starting, like he doesn't take any time to get the flow of the game. He immediately gets onto it. He's super physical. Like he gets in there with people, like people pulling on his jersey, the whole shebang, but he stays up. He's on there like, I'm on your ass. I'm not like he's glue. He is gonna be. I feel he's gonna be a huge star. It's crazy how we lose Sands and we're worried about that position. I feel like we filled it. I honestly, I feel like I've seen enough for sure where I know like if this is your baseline and you're just gonna hopefully get better, then I'm good. You are on this squad.
Yeah, because obviously you hope the older he gets, the more mature he gets, the better he gets.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing well now, so I feel like he's got a very, very high ceiling. And yeah, he that's a great point. I think he might. I like that. He might have taken this dude's spot there. Hell yeah! So shout out to Johnny Shore.
Yeah, nah, he's really dope, bro.
Johnny, Yousef texted me mid game. I think has he 3 or 4 games in a row at this point. He's like, we need a Johnny Shore song.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm because here's the thing. I love our songs. I love it, but I'm also I'm as much as I love our South American sort of style, there's something to the English wit when it comes to songs.
Yeah.
Where it's simple, but they're on the spot, they're quick. Like Johnny Shore is a homegrown. Like he's
hey, hey, waka waka, hey, hey, 17th place, I don't know how. We're going to Bilbao. Hey, hey, waka waka.
It's amazing, yeah.
But it's true. But again, like stuff like that. So like Johnny Shore, like I feel like I'm gonna push through this one like crazy. Because I thought you were gonna do the one
that Crystal Palace one. I can do.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you were gonna do that one too.
That's right. Hey, hey, waka waka, hey, hey. 12 again. We don't give a fuck. We won the FA Cup.
We won the FA Cup.
But like players that are like homegrowns, like like Johnny Shore, Sands, Hack, Tavon. I feel like we can reward those players with songs that they don't have to be super elaborate, but we can. It just shows like, yo, we're seeing what you're putting on the field, and it's our way of acknowledging. Obviously, we've done it with the trapos, but it's just another way. And it adds music that we can just break up, throughout the game. Whenever they do something crazy, you sing the song for the player and then move on to the next.
But it goes in with the fan base. I think just with the American culture, like that's just not a thing in American soccer. You know what I'm saying? It's like it is in England. Yeah. It's the English way. Like people gravitate towards those shits quick. Like that Tottenham song you just sang is like everybody sings that shit. And just, you don't have to come up with a song sheet, text each other the lyrics. It's just one of those things where you just You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different vibe. Like I guess
I feel like because I have
not
the
to
Johnny
discredit you,
Stone.
but
No, I
think
understand what you're saying.
I wish it was like that.
Like City has for Johnny Stone, right? Like I have that stuck in my head when it comes to Johnny Short, but I'm not gonna sing it for him because we've already gone through the ringer of having City and United songs how to get into the stands and people kind of beefing back and forth. But like City sings like Johnny Stone, like that's an easy song that you could put for Johnny Short, right? Simple as that. It's just all you're doing is singing his name. I feel like
like how they've been doing in WWE now and shit.
Yeah. So, like, I just feel like if someone's listening to this that is down for that, I would welcome that with open arms, like fucking Creed. Like,
like Creed,
just
with arms wide open.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, yo. Eddie, all right, let's talk big takes. I guess your positive take out of this match and what you hope for the next match. Sanchez, what do you take from this match going to the next match?
I'm looking for continuity. Let's keep doing this again. Let's first off, let's score goals.
Yeah.
And let's score multiple goals like we did this game.
I like that.
Let's do that. You know, I hope also continuity in the lineup. It must not be easy for the coach to have basically a different 11 every game.
Yeah.
Let's try to get the flow. Like, we don't have a midweek match, and if Keaton's not ready, let's go back with the same lineup. Burke Reese on the left side. Let's do it. Let's just run it right back with Julian up top. You know, let's just do the same thing with Wolf. You know, with the question marks that we've been having, let's do it again. Let's try to see if we can do it again. Chicago has a midweek match against New England on the road for the U.S. Open Cup on Tuesday. So that's a little pickle, but they have 5 days rest because our match is on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's not that too much of a pickle. They won yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, they won against Charlotte.
In Charlotte 4-1.
Yeah.
Charlotte 4-1.
Zaha out there struggling.
Where they understand it?
They're ninth.
They're behind us, buddy. We're 7th, 1 point behind Garber's Inter Miami.
Wow.
And I believe
they lost 3-0
today, right?
at home. They lost 3-0 at home against Orlando.
They lost their derby match?
Yeah.
Against Orlando.
Miami's in the mud right now. So
yeah, Miami's in the fucking mud, yo.
Take advantage of that one.
I said it last week, beating Red Bull with a positive result on Wednesday against DC puts us in a great spot in the standings. And Yousef was like, nah, calm down, relax. I'm like, nah, man, like we're at the point of the season. We're almost midway through the season. We're 14 games deep already.
Yeah.
We're past the third. We're on the way to halfway through the season.
Yep.
Like this is the time of the year when we start to pay attention to the table now. You know, you don't pay attention the first month or two, 10, 12 games. But now we're like, all right, this, especially halfway and forward, you start paying attention to the table. And being 3 points away from fourth place is wild to me. Compared to the season we start, how the season started. So it's kind of tight in the middle of the field. So I'm looking forward to continuity. Let's keep building off this. Let's get another win. You know, let's not have a stinker.
No. Hell yeah, especially against Chicago, man. What about you? Yeah, at home at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, at Yankee. So you want me to what my prediction or you? Like,
not. I mean, you could do predictions too, but I was just saying, what do you want to take from this match going to the next match? Like what positive did you see from this match that you take to the next?
The intensity in our defending. Like I want to see that if we're gonna go with this defense creates our offense mentality, then the sort of like wolf pack mentality of getting into defenders or getting on the ball, I want to see that more often because if I enjoy that kind of football where it's just like I'm not letting you breathe on it. Obviously, the second half was a little different, but the way that first half went, I want to see that over 90 minutes, and maybe and I'll kind of maybe want to see Ojeda get more minutes over Julian. Like something, maybe that, and I think for the most part going forward, and then with Chicago, I feel like they might be feeling themselves because the last couple results.
Yeah, the last couple games and shit.
But it's Bellhalter.
Mm.
Like, I don't trust that man with anything. But I feel like I think we'll probably get through it. I think we're gonna do well against Chicago. I wouldn't say necessarily the score, but I feel like we're gonna do well against them.
All right. Yeah, I like that. I think for me as well would be the intensity. I like how we played our match. We kept the what is it, all gas, no brakes type in the first few minutes of the match. I want to see more of that. I want to see mental toughness, and I don't want to take no shit from no other team, especially from Chicago.
Yeah. Which I saw Chicago jersey in the stands during the match.
So random.
Yeah, weird. So weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we'll win 2-1 against Chicago.
I was gonna say 2-1 as well.
Yeah. What you think, Yousef?
I'll concur just because I don't want to start. I don't want to give scores anymore. I've been horrible with my predictions.
Son, our predictions, all podcasts have been.
Last week I was like, I was bad.
You've been kind of off lately.
I just have no scores for me, bro. I'm saying no scores.
I
just want to bring up again on the table real quick. Remember, we're 8 points away from first, but think about this: if we would have beat Miami, the tie against DC, and the loss against Atlanta, where we were up 2 goals, that right there is 7 points we could have had. We would have been right in second place right now, just on 3 results out of the 14 games we played.
Yeah, exactly.
Go in our way. This team is at the cusp of being good. You know, we're like,
I think we're just a couple pieces short.
We're flirting with trying to be good. We're flirting with that. That's why a lot of pundits hate watching us, because it's like we're so inconsistent.
Yeah,
the consistency. Let's go on a streak. Let's win some games. You know,
let's become difficult again. Let's become difficult to play again.
Difficult. I like that.
All right, guys. I'm going to sleep because I got an early wake up call.
Boom.
And yeah,
I feel that, man. This is a good episode, man. 90 minutes so far.
90 minutes, loud and strong. I will unfortunately be out of the country this weekend, so let me know what the vibes are like, guys.
Oh, damn, it might just be me on the podcast then.
It's gonna be
there's a one-man podcast show.
No.
Hey, how you doing? Hell yeah, man. I'm so glad we fucking beat Red Bull, man. I was nervous going into this shit, especially since they beat Galaxies 7-0. Woo.
Yeah.
That's a
shows how bad Galaxy are, though.
Yeah, for real. Whack ass team.
Yo,
let's get this result. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, do all that stuff. But yeah, man, this is the NYCFC Forever podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.